Aikido. Aikido, developed in the early 20th century by Morihei Ueshiba, known as O-sensei, is the martial art of harmony. Instead of relying on brute force, Aikido practitioners redirect an opponent's energy using throws, joint locks, and pins to neutralize threats. Imagine handling aggression by flowing like water, turning strength against itself. That's Aikido. Its techniques were influenced by Daido-ryu Jiu-Jitsu and samurai traditions, but transformed into a peaceful system guided by spiritual ideals. O-sensei wanted Aikido to be a way to achieve personal growth and world harmony. He famously described it as a method to harmonize with the universe. For those who enjoy blending grace and power without needing to punch anyone in the face, Aikido is perfect. Today, Aikido has spread globally, from the Aikikai Hombu Dojo in Tokyo to dojos worldwide. Its reputation has also been boosted by Hollywood, thanks to practitioners like Steven Seagal, whose flashy wrist locks and throws make it seem like attackers are diving into their own doom. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, is the ultimate underdog story in martial arts. Specializing in ground fighting and grappling, BJJ teaches you how to use leverage and technique to outsmart bigger, stronger opponents. Royce Gracie proved its effectiveness when he choked out giants in the early UFC days, cementing BJJ's reputation as a game changer. BJJ's roots trace back to Mitsuyo Maeda, a Japanese judoka who introduced judo to Brazil in 1915. Carlos and Helio Gracie refined Maeda's techniques, focusing on ground fighting and submissions. This laid the foundation for what we now know as BJJ. Over time, it's become known as human chess, because each roll on the mat is a strategic battle of moves and counter-moves. Training involves learning submissions like the armbar or triangle choke, as well as escapes and positional dominance. Whether for sport, fitness, or self-defense, BJJ offers a unique blend of mental and physical challenges. It's why practitioners from all walks of life, from office workers to MMA fighters, are drawn to the mats. Judo. Judo, meaning gentle way, was developed by Jigoro Kano in the 1880s. Drawing from older jujutsu techniques, Kano created a martial art focused on throws, joint locks, and pins. The aim? To subdue opponents using their own momentum and balance. If you've ever seen someone gracefully flipped onto their back, chances are it was a judo throw in action. Kano believed judo wasn't just about fighting, it was a path to self-improvement. His Kodokan Judo school became the center of the judo universe, and his teachings spread worldwide. By 1964, judo had made its Olympic debut, showcasing the art's competitive edge. A typical judo match is a test of balance and timing. Practitioners, called judoka, use techniques like saoi nage, shoulder throw, to dominate opponents. On the ground, nawaza, grappling, comes into play, with pins and joint locks adding to the arsenal. Beyond the mats, judo emphasizes discipline and mutual respect, making it a martial art of both mind and body. Karate. Karate, meaning empty hand, is a striking martial art with roots in Okinawa, Japan. Born from a blend of indigenous Okinawan techniques and Chinese martial arts, karate was developed as a weaponless defense system. By the early 20th century, it spread to mainland Japan, where it gained structure and global recognition. Karate focuses on powerful strikes, punches, kicks, and elbow strikes, along with blocks and stances. Its hallmark is the ability to channel the body's power into a single, explosive point. Training includes kata, prearranged forms that simulate fighting scenarios, and kumite, controlled sparring to practice timing and technique. Styles like Shotokan emphasize precision and discipline, while Kyokushin leans into full contact sparring. Beyond combat, karate teaches self-control, perseverance, and respect. It's no wonder millions worldwide practice it for fitness, self-defense, or competition. And yes, we can thank movies like The Karate Kid for making wax on wax off a universal metaphor. Krav Maga. Krav Maga isn't your typical martial art, it's a survival system. Developed in the 1930s by Emil Lichtenfeld, Krav Maga was designed to protect Jewish communities in Europe. Later refined for the Israeli Defense Forces, it's all about practical self-defense. No flashy moves, no rules, just techniques to end fights quickly and walk away in one piece. Krav Maga incorporates strikes, grappling, and disarms. It's brutally efficient, targeting weak points like the groin, eyes, and throat. Practitioners train for real-world scenarios, from armed attackers to multiple assailants. You won't find katas or fancy uniforms here, just raw, effective techniques. Today, Krav Maga is taught to military units, law enforcement, and civilians worldwide. It's popular among those who want a no-nonsense approach to self-defense. If you're ever in a tight spot, a little Krav Maga know-how might be the difference between danger and escape. Kung Fu. Kung Fu, a term that broadly refers to Chinese martial arts, is as diverse as it is ancient. Originating over 2,000 years ago, Kung Fu combines combat techniques with Chinese philosophy and culture. Whether it's the acrobatics of Drunken Fist or the fluid strikes of Wing Chun, there's a Kung Fu style for every kind of fighter. Kung Fu training emphasizes balance, flexibility, and precision. Styles are often categorized as northern or southern. Northern styles like Shaolin focus on dynamic kicks and long-range strikes, while southern styles like Tiger Claw emphasize hand techniques and close combat. Beyond barehanded forms, Kung Fu incorporates weapons like staffs, swords, and even rope darts. Training methods include traditional tools like the wooden dummy and plum blossom poles. It's no surprise, Kung Fu's cinematic appeal skyrocketed in the 1970s thanks to Bruce Lee's legendary moves. Kung Fu isn't just a martial art, it's an art form. Whether for combat, fitness, or meditation, its principles of harmony and discipline resonate far beyond the training hall. Mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts, MMA, combines techniques from boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and more, creating a hybrid style that dominates the combat sports world. MMA's modern roots trace back to the UFC's debut in 1993, where Royce Gracie's grappling skills stunned audiences. Training in MMA covers striking, grappling, and transitions between the two. Fighters must master all ranges of combat, making MMA gyms like laboratories of innovation. Legends like Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre epitomize the art's evolution, blending techniques seamlessly. Today, MMA is a global phenomenon, drawing millions of fans to events like UFC and Bellator. Its rapid growth proves that when it comes to combat, versatility reigns supreme. Muay Thai. Muay Thai, Thailand's national sport, is a striking art known as the art of 8 limbs. Using fists, elbows, knees, and shins, Muay Thai fighters deliver devastating blows with precision and power. Its roots trace back to Muay Baran, an ancient combat system used by Siamese soldiers. Training focuses on striking, clinching, and conditioning. Fighters toughen their bodies through repetitive drills, preparing for high-impact bouts. Techniques like the roundhouse kick and flying knee are iconic, as is the clinch, a grappling move used to control opponents. Muay Thai's cultural aspects, like the Y Crew dance and rhythmic sarama music, add a unique flair to its matches. From Bangkok's Lumpini Stadium to MMA cages worldwide, Muay Thai's effectiveness and elegance have earned it global respect. Taekwondo. Taekwondo, meaning way of the foot and hand, is Korea's most famous martial art. Known for its dynamic kicks and fast-paced sparring, Taekwondo combines physical prowess with mental discipline. Its roots date back to Korea's Three Kingdoms era, evolving into its modern form after World War II. Training includes pumzi, forms, kyorugi, sparring, and breaking techniques. The sport's emphasis on high, spinning kicks is both a spectacle and a testament to practitioners' flexibility and precision. Taekwondo's Olympic debut in 2000 solidified its status as a global phenomenon. Whether practiced for sport, self-defense, or personal growth, Taekwondo embodies the spirit of perseverance and respect. Tang So Do. Tang So Do, often described as Korean karate, blends elements of Korean, Chinese, and Japanese martial arts. Founded by Hwang Ki in the mid-20th century, it emphasizes powerful kicks, precise strikes, and traditional forms, hyung. Training includes a mix of self-defense, sparring, and forms with a strong focus on discipline and respect. Unlike Taekwondo, Tang So Do retains many traditional elements, blending practicality with artistry. Famous practitioners like Chuck Norris have helped popularize the art in the West. Though less known than its martial siblings, Tang So Do remains a disciplined path for those seeking strength, focus, and tradition.